All right, so we are going to begin with a little direct instruction, and we are going to talk about contour lines. So the magic word is contour, C-O-N-T-O-U-R. And a contour is a description of a relationship between two lines. So if I were in math class, I had this line, and I had that line, and they never intersected, right? They would be said to be parallel, and parallel is very similar to contour. So when one line goes from point A to point B, and this is the path it takes, okay? If this second line follows along, it is said to form a contour. We'll get into applications later in the class, but for now, this is what we need. So with your sheet of paper, what we're going to do is we are going to divide into 4 sections, and what we're going to try to do is we're going to try one straight line, 2 straight line. We're going to try to connect 4 separate drawings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on one section at a time, and I'm going to give myself roughly 5 minutes. I won't make you guys sit through a 5-minute drawing. I start the section by drawing 3, 4, or 5 lines that do not cross, but they don't cross each other, but they still go from one side of the page to the other. They could be swoopy, they could be zigzag. Really, it's up to you. After I set my 3 lines, what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin the process of adding contours. My goal is to pay close attention to the quality of my line, drawing from high up in my arm, preferably my shoulder or elbow. And my other goal is to pay close attention to the spacing of my lines. You know, it's up to you. Do you want to keep your spacing consistent, or do you want to keep your spacing, different? Do you change it up? I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, but I do think that in art, you want to make sure you're doing things intentionally. So, if it's just like a guess or it's just happening on accident, you might not be getting the best possible practice. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, finish this up on the side. We'll check back in after you finish your first section. All right, so I was able to fill up my space over here. And now here's the twist. All right, we're going to move on to the next space, but we're going to try to kind of stitch these 2 sides together. So to make that happen, I'm going to start my lines where the other lines ended. So we have 1, we have 2, 3. If you can't get them all, that's okay. 4, 5. Let's kind of jazz things up over here. They're looking a little bit swoopy, so we'll put in some zigzags. So I'm going to go ahead and knock this out. I'll kind of add a snap in, but that's as far as I'm going to go with this demonstration. If you're able to, watching from home, try to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and may the odds ever be in your favor. Take it easy.